All right, everybody, we are back. I know it's been a little bit, but it's been a crazy few weekends. Me and my partner in crime, Reaper, are back with SPNHL Talk, season 25, week 1.5. I am Mr. KOD himself, Cuban, with his partner in crime, Mr. Getting Over Spec, Reaper.
What's up, buddy?
What's going on, brother? What's going on? How you been?
I've been good, man. Been busy.
Yeah, same here, man. I know we were trying to do the show 2 weekends ago, and you had stuff going on, and I ended up passing out because of my crazy schedule still. And then, of course, last weekend was a holiday weekend for myself and
Yeah,
yourself.
same.
Yeah, I was out of town, so I wasn't about to do a broadcast from the crappy internet that I was facing. But then again,
Yeah, and I keep no, and I keep telling myself I'm not going to run more than two teams. I always end up running three plus, so I've been fucking busy.
every time I message you, man, I'm like, "Yo, when can you do the show, brother?" And they're
Oh,
like, "I got this date, I'm doing this game, and I got this, and I got that." I'm like, "Jesus, brother."
keep me busy.
Yeah, man.
That's what you got to do when you're an old guy, right? You got to
I,
keep yourself busy.
yeah, you can't stop moving because that's when you die, bro.
No, exactly.
We are some journeymen up in here, with all these young guys running circles around us. Obviously,
Well, speak for yourself, not me. I'm good.
yeah, of course,
No,
yeah, man. You live
I get beat here and there too. I'm not gonna lie.
that. It's been a crazy few weeks. Not so much with games played, but with transactions, and that's how we're gonna open up this show with Reap. A few transactions from about the last 2 weeks. You ready, buddy?
Not really, but let's do it.
All right, let's do it. The transactions from 623. Edmonton picks up Misery Anthrax. They get Anthrax in a bidding war at 1.5 million. And then the surprising trade of Stamkos for Stoner. And I was quite shocked with that. I think it's equal value style trade, due to like chemistry, probably.
Maybe equal value, but availability. I think the Stoner, whoever got Stoner, I think it was San Jose got Stoner. I think they got the better trade out of it. That's just I don't know, because from what I've heard, Stamkos' availability was not so good.
So listen. Every team has its quirks, like, you know what I'm saying. Like you said, like availability may have been the issue for them, and they seen that the talent level was semi-similar, and availability
Yeah.
then becomes the key point. So availability is always the key factor, in my opinion, when
Yeah,
picking up a guy. So
absolutely.
a few days later, we had a few signings. San Jose had picked up Arrow Hunter. Detroit signs Mr. Bush 420. And St. Louis then picks up Hikitas. And as we scroll up here on 626 Reap, we got Carolina signing a Huckable Guy. Toronto then signs the Pool Magician, which we will speak with. No, he's not Toronto still, right? He didn't stay with
He's
Toronto.
Pittsburgh. He was
Yes, he
Pittsburgh.
switch. We'll talk about that. Colorado signs G1. Then on 627, St. Louis picked up PGH Fanatic for 1.5 million. Let's see. Then Pittsburgh signs Nutty Outlaw for 2 million on 628. We have a trade with Buffalo and Pittsburgh. Buffalo trades Snatch 22 to Pittsburgh for Cam 123. Then Pittsburgh turns around and signs Harry Pie 13. Buffalo again trades Botch 87 and Brooklyn Zoo to Colorado for You Want to Be Me, which is interesting. Florida signs Ray 9733, and then Dallas picks up Acid 85. Any comments about any of that going on right there, Reap?
No, man.
Nutty to
Not
Pittsburgh.
comment. Nutty's a great pick. I'm surprised he
His
was on
salary,
there for so long.
his
Yeah,
salary dropped a
salaries.
little bit.
There are a few. Yeah, I see that there is. I know for a fact that a few players will be sitting there, and I know teams are going to grab them as soon as their salary drops. So I'm just waiting to see. I'm calling it for sure.
Oh yeah, absolutely. Like Nutty was definitely one of those guys that I felt probably should have been drafted, but his cap was a bit high, and with the rosters the way they were being made pre-draft with all the trades and stuff, and the way guys were
Yeah.
drafting their teams, he just was a casualty of that
Well,
salary.
exactly. That's what I did too with Ush, because Ush was pretty high and I couldn't afford him. So I waited till the Friday as soon as I was able to afford him and grabbed him.
Well, 629, Dallas trades Wotiki to Toronto for Rich 2K8, which wow. Then Buffalo signs the Moo Cowtit for $2 million, and Washington releases Pizza Man 4102 to free agency. Rich for Hawaii was an interesting move for revenge. I was quite surprised there.
Yeah.
I guess him and Rich weren't quite seen eye to eye. And as you touched on earlier, you picked up Ush a day later, just as the salary dropped down for him to be cap friendly for you.
Yes, sir.
And then Anaheim picks up Chicks and Whips for $2 million. San Jose releases Hockey Gamer. And then there was another trade by Pittsburgh, Montoni to Winnipeg for No Limit and Slim Shady.
Right.
Pittsburgh making some moves out there.
I think that might have hit. I think that might have hurt Pittsburgh.
Among other things, brother. Among other things.
Time will tell.
Then 7-1. We're getting a little bit closer to our time date here. Pittsburgh then releases Kingman. Buffalo trades Cam to Pitt for Harry Pie. Winnipeg trades Dynasty to Buffalo for Berkerov and Z-Red Beard. Buffalo releases Mr. AADDP. And then Washington releases Harry Pinas and signs Hockey Gamer. Anything on that?
Nope.
Rolling along. 7-2. Calgary picks up Rambo Killer. Florida trades Jalal King and Broad T or Shadow to Detroit for Mr. Bush, Chuck Saget, and Chief Trout. So big move there for Florida. And then Detroit signs Pooler for $2.5 million. Anything there?
Just surprised to see Trout moving.
Me too. And especially the 2 for 3.
Yeah.
It's very rare. Must have been a salary cap thing too as well. I didn't see any of their salaries, but and then following day 7-3, Detroit signs Marco Sparks, great guy. Buffalo then picks up Harry P. And then we move into 7-7, which was yesterday. Pittsburgh then trades Nutty Outlaw to Winnipeg for DeFraze 2000.
Yeah. Oh, Doferens.
DeFraze. All right.
Doferens. Yeah, I think it's Doferens. I think that's how you say it, Doferens.
I always kill these guys' names and I get beat up for it. Beat me up, fellas. I'm horrible at that shit. Make your names easier. So that was a weak move, right? So he had him for like about a week, and then Nutty gets traded over to Winnipeg. And then yesterday, after the games, Anaheim.
Refresh your page. I was told to tell you to refresh your page when you're looking at that.
Refresh it.
Yeah, just wait. Just wait.
All right. I have it up to 7-9. Oh, good Lord. Yeah.
Right dated. So now it's all right.
Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Yeah. It had 7-9 on there. Now it's all 7-8 stuff. And that's where I was getting to. Thank you very much. As we prepare here. Florida trades Ray 9733 to Winnipeg in return for VRAZ Sniper. I don't know either player. Do you know either of them?
No, I believe they're rookies.
Anaheim releases QC Putine to free agency.
That's That's unreal, man. I don't even. I don't
Wow.
get that.
Me neither, dude. And then
The reason I say it, we played them the other night, and it was a good game back and forth, and we had over 20 shots on them. We kept them to only 6 shots in 4 periods. And if it
wow.
wasn't for Putin, they would have been a shit show against Anaheim. Anaheim would have been lit up.
Well,
He
he
saved
wasn't
them.
done. He signs Pizza Man,
I know.
and then he does this trade here, which
Yeah, which
Anaheim trades Doug and Kingly me or King Limey.
Yeah.
I know both great players. To Dallas for Rich, great player, and Acid.
Yep. Yep. Good trades. Good trades.
I'm taking a moment of silence on that one. Yeah, dude. Wow. Usually I'm like the level-headed one here with this stuff, but that's unreal. Like Rich
That is
2K, I don't know what Avenge did to the drink that he gave Appler in the middle of the night. Like
I think after he must have been drunk because
Avenge wins on that ginormous.
Oh fuck yeah! Avenge was laughing. Avenge was probably waiting and watching it to be accepted.
Like, so I nothing for nothing. Like, I love both these guys.
Yeah.
So I mean, no disrespect to either of them. Again, this is opinionated. As always, as really, we do the show and we do. I think we do an okay job, bro. I think we do all right with our opinions. We're pretty on base, but you straight up Avenge raped Appler on this a bit. Rich 2K8.
Oh,
I mean, straight up for Doug. I mean, I would still. I don't know if I would do that because defense is so rare out there, and and scoring is so wildly.
Especially a top D guy like Doug.
Definitely top 10. Absolutely. Arguably top 5. I mean, he's a Norris winner for Christ's sakes.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Like for Rich, who, I mean, did lead the league in scoring 2 seasons ago. I don't know what he did last season. I of course I was detached because of my schedule. But obviously, I mean, the guy has talent. He scores. I played against him. The guy can find the net. He's one of those guys.
Yeah. No, and you know what? I 100% agree with you, but he needs guys to be able to play with him up front.
Yeah. Oh, no.
I'd rather have a shutdown D pairing than worry about having a one main forward guy that can score.
Right. And Avenge lost Breezy. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So he
made the mistake of not re-signing Breezy.
I think, I don't know if he made a mistake. I think he just wanted to, I don't know. I haven't talked to Avenge in a bit, but I guarantee Avenge now realizes early, mind you, this is just week 1 still. Technically, it's week 2, but really it's week 1. Makes a move right away before things get out of hand and picks up a top D guy to pair up with to get things right. So good for Avenge to pull the trigger on it.
Smart GMing right there, for sure.
Oh no, experienced GM all the way. Avenge been around for forever. He's, you know what I mean? He's up there.
Yep.
So he pulls one off, and then I mean, honestly, King Limey, he's good, man. I like King Limey. I played with King Limey in another league, and I've played drop-ins with the guy and club with the guy. I think he's a very, very good right wing. And he definitely is one of those dudes can find the net as well. I just think he just hasn't been given the opportunity. And if he goes over with Avenge, he'll have his opportunity. And if he does what he normally does, he's going to be there for a little bit. So good move for Avenge. Appler, I don't know what's going on. Could be locker room stuff, chemistry stuff. And he's just trying to reorganize it now before it gets worse since it's early. So good luck with that.
Yeah.
Cosmo staying busy. He releases Mr. Bush 420. Again, a player that I didn't see, Cosmo's, working his roster a little bit, played against him last night. It wasn't too pretty. And then rolling into the last trade I see here, Pittsburgh again in the news, making moves, trades Chow and No Limit to St. Louis for Tyler and Kronwall. And that's pretty level. That's evened up right there, in my opinion. Of course, I have a bias with Chow. I've played with the guy on numerous teams, numerous times, and I have utmost respect on his play style and No Limit. He's again, forwards just be scoring. But Tyler Seguin's the same way, and Kronwall, seems this like same level. So I think that's a pretty straight up trade right there. So you got anything outside of what we just discussed there, brother?
What? No. Actually, no. That pretty much sums up the tradings and pickups and mess ups, and yeah.
Right. Let's do a little standings. We'll go Eastern Conference. Do you want me to pull it up and you read them through, or do you want me to just read them through today?
We can do whatever.
Do whatever. All right. Let's have you give a little breakdown. We'll do a little screen share here, and
I can't. He's gonna have to.
oh, you can't. Oh, can you see it or no? Do you want to just bring it up?
I can't see. You're gonna have to bring it up. I can't bring it up.
Oh yeah, I'll bring it up. No, I'll bring it up, bro. If it makes it easier that way. Let me know. Can you see it? You good? We good?
Hang on. No, it's fucking blurry. Yeah, I can see it.
All right. She's
my
giggling.
Old age, man. It's my old age. I gotta pull it away from me, a little bit, and do the whole glass thing.
Get him glasses. Run to the store.
Get in the readers. I have them on right now, and I'm all like, "What the fuck?" All right, so we got the Pacific. Is it Pacific?
The Western, Patrick Division, Eastern Conference. We're in right now, bro.
All right, it's so small. Look how fucking tiny it is.
It's tiny. Hold up. Let me see if I could. I'll hook you up. Let me see if I could bring this up a little bit bigger, buddy. How's that?
There we go.
Help you out a little bit, buddy.
All right. Yeah. So the Patrick Division, we got Philly, which is well, it's a different team now. So
yeah.
But yeah, again, they're 8-4-0. It's a good start.
Yes.
Big old Carolina, the gods of gods. They're in second with 6-6. Washington is 5-6-1. And then you got the Adam Division, Detroit leading the way with 7-4-1. And you got Toronto right behind them at 6-5-1. And you got Pittsburgh behind them with a record of 6-5-1. And then you got the Clancy Division with MTL. That's what Eggman, eh? He's running that.
Yeah. Yep.
They're doing it right. 8-2-2. And you got Mr. Buffalo with 7-5-0. And then you got Mr. Cosmo there 4-8-0, which is surprised to see Cosmo with a 4-8-0 record, but
yeah, man, definitely surprising. On a 2-game win streak though, 4-6 in their last 10. You know, that's it's early and it's close. And even though
but honestly, was me mentioning Carolina like that really good since they're the cream of the crop? Was that good?
Well, that was good, but I mean they are skeleton crew at this point.
I should have been better. That's what you're saying.
It is anyone's game at this point with that team being hampered.
Next time. Maybe I'll have bells and whistles because everybody,
you got to get it. Ooh, cowbell. There we go. More cowbell, bro.
Sirens go off. All hail. No, we'll figure it out.
Yeah. Yo.
My bad.
Really? Oh, I love it. Western Conference style. Here we go. The best of the West. Oh, what the hell, Cuban? Fired.
Game of the night. Look at that. Go figure.
Here we go. Good. Cuban doing it okay. There we go. Yep. All right, buddy. Go ahead. Western Conference.
So the North Division looks like the bubble team is in first with a 7-5-0 record. Then you followed by Anaheim with a 5-6-1, and then you got St. Louis with a 5-7-0. I mentioned bubble team because I mean we talked about that already, but so fucking bubble teams.
Bubble teams.
Shit teams being first. What the fuck? Anyway, Smith Division. We got Calgary, Mr. Cuban's old 2.0 team.
Yep.
1-1 record.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, at least you helped him grab those guys, right? Because he knew what you had, so he was like, "Fuck you, I'm going to take them now."
Yeah. No, I mean that's what I would have done.
Well, exactly. And then you got Mr. Ayachoka with a 6-6-0 record, and then Big Boss Man. kicking some ass in that division with a 5-7-0. Good job, Bliss, Surge. Good jobs. Good jobs. Good jobs. And then you got Winnipeg with a 6-6-0 record. And then Mr. Snowy White Balls, Sony, with a 5-7-0 record. They're going to win the cup this year, so be prepared. And then you got Dallas, which is a 2-8-2, and that's
Wow.
shocking.
Well, I mean, he just pulled the trade of all trades, so let's see how it pans out for him.
Yeah, that's true. So, yeah, that's it.
So, go team. We'll go overall here.
I'm rooting for the bubble team. So that's what I'm going for. Bubble teams.
Bubble teams.
Bubble team.
Of course, Calgary leading the top there, 10-1-1, 21 points, followed by Montreal, 3 points behind at 8-2-2. Really, I mean, to me the biggest eye openers is Philadelphia, 8-4 with a 6-game win streak. Of course, Chicago, bubble team. You keep saying, you piece of shit, bubble my ass. 7-5.
Holy fuck, they're on a 5-game win streak. Get the fuck, man, that's a bubble team. They shouldn't even be in 5th place overall.
And then you got Toronto making a little run there, 6-5-1 with a 4-game win streak. I mean, those are eye openers right there, because it just goes to say, like we always say, like the first, really, man, I always say it, the first 2 weeks, teams are just getting their shit together, and guys are making moves to get their rosters right for week 3. That's when it really comes together.
Yeah.
Down at the bottom, I mean, Dallas, Florida, and St. Louis, and even though
wait, you didn't mention the team.
Oh, Carolina. 3-game losing streak, 6-6. Yes, Carolina 3-3.
Carolina. I'm giving them the respect.
Overall.
I get so mad, you know. I mean, they don't get enough attention. So we gotta get that out there. Carolina. Right,
Carolina. I'm sorry. You good?
Carolina.
You good?
Yeah, good.
Jesus.
And then we got, down here, like these guys, you got man, it's just going down the list, including, we'll start with
right there in
Carolina.
Spot.
Carolina.
You can't just say it.
Followed by Edmonton.
They're above and beyond everybody else in this league. You mentioned that, it's going to be loud.
No, you say it loud. I'm just going to say it regular.
Carolina. All right, go on.
Winnipeg, Washington, Anaheim, San Jose, Colorado, St. Louis, Florida. I mean, those teams right there are Stanley Cup. Carolina,
San Jose.
4 points.
Carolina,
Florida down at the bottom here, only 4 points from being next to Carolina. The
Carolina.
Really bottom line team is 6 points away from being down there, and he's only really 4 points from being in the mix with St. Louis, Colorado, and San Jose.
Colorado.
You're an idiot.
I'm throwing him up.
I love it. You did. You threw a Colorado, but tried to make it Carolina, and I didn't bite.
All right.
So
I'm having too much fun.
You are having fun. Let's throw a little league leaders up here. League leading forwards. Let's touch a little quick base here. Let's see some names on the top. Who the hell is this scrub?
Holy shit! The guy that can't do nothing with kid money is in first place. Get the fuck out of here.
That is bull. I'm calling stat check right now.
Screenshot. That's fucking lies. Something's wrong.
Seeds. You have to check
Something
stats,
wrong.
buddy. Seeds. I'm calling
Something
seeds
wrong.
out. Stat king. Stat police.
That's not right.
That isn't right. 46 points, buddy.
Come on now. He's nobody without kid money. What the fuck?
Then we got Sudsy. I kept calling him Sudazy, and then Choku corrected me promptly. Sudsy, aka Turtle. 8 games played. My man's got 41 points, averaging 5.1 a game. That is unreal.
Yeah. Well, Montreal, they're playing well, man. He's playing a good team.
Yeah, he is. And then after that, you got Calgary 2.0 True Legend up top there, 40 points, followed by Pistol Pete with 40 points, and then Fisher with 39 points, then followed by Red Flag with 33 points. Then you got Stamkos with 29.
And my boy Sam.
Barnacle Sam. I was going to say, you're going to see a recurring theme right here. Calgary, Montreal, and Chicago all sitting up top here with point getters. Then you got yourself Loyalty Caper. That's a new name? I haven't heard of Loyalty Caper up here before.
He was here last season.
Okay. He's rocking 29 points right now through 10 games.
Yeah.
And then you got Sterner Boy still doing his work, 29 points, finishing out the top 10. And then as you see at the bottom screen here, Evil Monkey and Severin Spike from Toronto and Pittsburgh, respectively, top 12. I'm not going to go any further than that. If you guys want to get your name shown, score more points. That's right, brother. Beat me to it. Get up in the top 10. Moving on over to defensemen.
I'd still look into those stats for that first guy. I don't know. Something.
I know. I'm calling stats right now. I'm saying it right now. All right, we're going right here, another 12. And Iachoku, as usual, sitting up top with 19 points, followed by Entry with 18. Your boy Smash and Grab, and then a worst goalie. The worst goalie. Is that a second account for Gonzo? Or is that different?
Yes, that's Gonzo.
That's Gonzo, though.
Gonzo Armstrong. Those are my two boys holding it down.
Holding it down. And then Entry's D partner, Breezy, rounding up the top 5 right there with 12 points. And then you got these guys all with 11 points. Dangle for Days, Bergie's Deke, Irish Pitbull, Woi. You gotta give me his name, man. Woitiki?
Wookie.
Taiki? Wookie?
Just call him Wookie.
I'm gonna call him Wookie. I like Wookie. Yeah, he's Wookie. Wookie. Then Big Mummy, Eggman, and Big Mummy.
Big Mama.
Big Mummy and Big Mummy. Big Mummy. Eggman. And then Ajax, all in the mix there, with D-Men scoring. Mm-hmm. So again, I'm just, you know, missing Avenge up there right now in the top 12. I'm pretty sure him and Doug will get that going together, and we'll probably see their names popping up here in the top 10 in the next upcoming week. And Irish being up there, that's a little bit surprising for me too. That's a lot of games played at defense for Irish. I thought he'd be more of a forward, but yeah, he definitely is solid.
Yeah, and he's a utility guy, right? So he can play pretty much anywhere, which is good.
And let's take a look at these goalies, man. I think goalies have been getting annihilated this season.
Some of them have, yeah.
Mansell with 6 games played in net, rocking an 84% save percentage, followed by only 2 games played, 81%. Vesna, 7 games played, 81%. Then you got Bruiser with 9 games played, 78. Cesar with 4 games played, 78.5. Trouble Kid playing net. Why the hell is this poor guy playing net? Even though it's 78.4.
Maybe that's why they're 2-8-2. I don't know.
Bro, unreal. Like, why is he? Would you put Trouble Kid in net?
No. That's just my no. Nope.
Brownsville Soldier, 78. There's QC, who's currently a free agent right now. 77.98 exactly, bro.
Like with QC, he is a solid goalie. Like, he is decent, but he has his games where he's off and on. But
no,
when
he's
on,
solid.
He's on.
Oh,
like, he was on against us, man, and we hit the post a few times, but he made some great saves, and we were just shaking our heads. Everybody in the chat room was like, "Fuck, man!" And then go and behold, I fucking score on myself.
Oh,
yeah. We held them to 6 shots in 4 periods, man, when we played Anaheim. We had 21, I think it was, 21, and their goal got off of me. That sent it to overtime. They scored. They went up 1-0 because of me, because I got pinned against the boards, and I tried to throw it around the boards, but for whatever reason, it shot it out towards the net, and it went right off the back of Steelers' foot and in.
Oh.
With a minute left in the third.
I hate these physics, man. They're so horrible. I can't wait till if 18. I don't even want to get into it. My stomach is turning out just thinking about the beta in 2 weeks.
The one-handed dekes and the fucking through the legs top shelf. I used to master those. I'm gonna have so
everything.
Much fun.
I was all excited for 17, and then we started playing it and can't skate over the puck and pick it up. For Christ's sakes, it's unreal. 1 second he reaches for a puck, the next second it goes through.
It's these pokes, man, that are killer in 17.
Dude, I thought they were worse than 16, and then 17 they just amp it up.
Yep.
And bro, as a defenseman, you got to do it. I mean, you're retarded if you don't. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I know
you just got to.
Some of these folks are unreal. You're just like, are you kidding me?
I poke from behind, and I'm not even near the puck, and I see it fly off the dude's stick. I'm like, fuck it.
Buddy, I poke from behind. I'm going to the box.
So QC Poutine is out there, folks. If you're in need of a goalie, if you're a GM right now listening, watching, or plan on listening later, or check the transactions, I do not see this guy sitting out there too long. Number 9, Twigster, only 5 games played, but he's rocking a 77.78. Kozig, standard, 3 games played, but 77.55. And then your boy Steelers fan, I love Steelers, 76.88. And then Broad with 3 games under the belt, rocking a 76.74.
Yeah. No, Steelers starting to come around, which is nice.
And 2 shutouts here in the top 12 with Vesna and Bruiser. So good job, guys. And to your teams.
Ladies and gentlemen.
So, and that leads us into the wonderful conversation that me and you were having. Let's do the stop sharing here.
I bet our boy Mr. Goalie Man.
Yeah, man. Like it was crazy.
I was shocked. I was shocked. Like
so let's bring it up to speed. Let's bring it up to speed. You were in the story of it. I was not. I caught it via my owner. So
yeah, well, basically from what happened with me is that I'm not going to mention the GM that contacted me, but I had a GM contact me and asked me if I had noticed anything kind of off with a certain team, and I told the guy, I was like, no, I haven't really been paying attention, to be honest with you. I'm like, why, what's up? And he was like, no, you'll see. He's like, don't worry, you'll see. And I said, okay, sure. And then Pliskin came into the GM chat room and just asked, I need you to come forth. I already know the situation that's going on. If you come forth, he gave him the option, of finishing out the year. But if he didn't come forth, then he was removed. And for whatever reason, Goalie Man didn't want to come forth, or for whatever reason, I don't know exactly the whole reason. He didn't want to. My dog's going stupid. Anyways, sorry about that. I got killer dogs, my bad. But no, I guess for whatever reason he didn't contact Pliskin or come forth with it, and Pliskin did the right thing by doing what he had to do. It's just I was shocked to see Goalie Man do something. You know what I mean? It's not that he even did it though. It's just I guess he planned to do it, but then he ended up changing his mind. But it was too late by then, and yeah. So
that's pretty much. I mean, from what I had gathered, pretty much verbatim what you were saying is for me, talking and playing and being a part of the GM thing with Goalie Man, like it doesn't seem it's something that he would sit on. You know what I mean? Like he would have come forward. So obviously I don't know why from within he didn't choose to just out himself for doing that, having a player on another account on the team.
Well, and that's it, and with Goalie Man, he's a good guy. I like Goalie Man. I've gotten to know him, and I was shocked, man, to hear that he was planning on doing something like that. I get, like I said, I understand that what Pliskin did, he did what he had to do to stop that kind of shit from happening in the league, because it does happen, and teams do it all the time, and people are either getting caught or there's wind of somebody doing it, because there's other talks of certain teams going on right now that are doing it. But like I said, without the proof, you can't prove nothing. But I understand why Pliskin did what he had to do. He's the boss. He's got to set an example. Like, you can't be having that kind of shit in league, because it's a freaking video game, man. It's a league hockey game for fun. But it sucks that Goalie Man's gone, man. It really does. He did have the intention of doing, bringing in that player under a different name, but from what I've been told, he didn't. And it was still things that shit still happened. What happened? Like he had the intentions of doing it, but then all of a sudden, I guess from what I've heard, he changed his mind. He wasn't going to do it, but by then it was too late. The word was out. He got caught, and it sucks because I like Goalie Man. He's a good GM, and maybe have I don't know. It's hard to really say anything about that.
My whole thing is like you said, it's we all play these competitive leagues, multiple leagues, some of us, most of us,
Yeah.
and of all the leagues, this is one of the smaller ones, but it's been around a long time, and I understand, like, because if it's a smaller league, and I personally feel the competition in here is always somewhat, it's high because most of these players come from the other leagues or higher ranked players that just dabble down here and have a good time with it, and that's what it is. We're just having a good time. So to bring a second account to do some of the stuff that's being said, it does. I don't get it. Like, I just don't understand why. It's just for fun, man. If you got to try to do stuff like that to win a pretend cup because you can't win it in the bigger league, um, all right, man, kudos. That's what you want to do. But personally, like, come on, man, like, just try to,
Honestly,
do it straight up.
and like don't get me wrong, I don't agree with Goalie Man on what he did, but in my own personal opinion, I think it was just more of a an eye for an eye of why this happened.
Well, yes, I mean, what we are talking about, obviously, I don't want to get into names and specifics, but yes, it
Yeah.
makes total sense. And how he kind of, being from the wrestling background that he's from, and the conspiracy theorist that he should have known better.
Yeah, he should have known that it was he was waiting for that opportunity to get back at him, which he did, and it costed him a spot, and it is what it is now.
Goalie man.
It sucks because Goalie man, fuck, him and I were like the lasting like long GMs here, and fucking, and I hear that, and I'm like, no, I'm like, Goalie Man wouldn't do something like that.
Yeah, and that too, like, that kind of taking me back because
I did
think
talk
he
to
would do
him, man. I asked him like, bro, like, what the fuck? And he's like, yeah, man. He's like, I fucked up. He's like, his first initial was to do it, but then he changed his mind. He didn't do it. But like I said, by then it was too late. Word was out. He got caught. Even though he didn't use the guy, he still got caught for it, which is a big no-no, especially if you're a GM, a vet GM at that,
Right.
It sucks. It sucks. It really does. Because like I said, I like Goalie Man. He was a good GM in the league, but I guess he just got caught up and he got caught for it. So
speedy return, Goalie man. Speedy return, buddy.
yeah.
So that's just a happy weekend, and 3 games in. And the
Yeah,
drama in the
3
trades. So
how's your team doing?
I mean, it's like we said, availability, man. Like, you guys have been just availability wise, just Ichoku's just piecing together what guys are available, and this week we have no availability issues so far, so we're rolling. You know what I mean? We did pretty good last night, 1-3, and then now hopefully this upcoming week rolling out with the better availability of some of the guys that we had targeted as line 1 guys, and we're going to put it out there and see how we do, and then Ichoku will adjust accordingly. I mean, the one thing Ichoku's not afraid of is making moves. You know what I mean? He's very open about it. So
yeah, you got to be that way.
And obviously you've done your little thing because you're just on a 5-game win streak yourself over there, buddy.
Yeah, no, I'm happy. I can't complain. I mean, our first game of the season was a little rough because it was just everybody getting to know each other and everything else. But then we went 2-1, and then we had a nice 3-0 last night, which was really nice. But availability has been pretty good for me. So, but this week coming up, that's where it's going to be. The availability is not so good, so I'm going to have to try and figure and strategize certain guys to play when and where and against who, and so it should be interesting. I'm hoping I can have my starters play certain teams, but we'll see what happens.
Well, bud, I wish you good luck unless we play, and then if we do play, obviously
we play Monday, bro.
No,
Monday game.
Do we really?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, Kid
That's
very excited. I think to keep his head up.
Yeah. Well, that winning streak's gonna come to an end, buddy, and I'm betting it's yours.
Yeah. Well, we'll see.
We will see, bud. Now I'm psyched up. Shit. got me all pumped up.
Yeah, game 1, 9 o'clock. Be there.
Oh, I will be, bud. I will be there. So, I'm good. I got nothing else, man. We'll obviously, like I said, next week we'll have some power rankings to go through. And then of course we'll do a little recap from the week, and if anything crazy happens, we'll talk about it and we'll see what's up. So I'm good, bud.
Yeah, we'll see if I'm in tears next week. See how this week goes. We'll just roll with it.
We will, bud. So on behalf of myself and my partner in crime over here, Reaper,
Yes, sir.
I will end as usual. Be kind to each other on and off the ice. A virtual hockey player lives matter.
Peace.